The dashboard clock glowed 6:02 a.m. as I pulled into my parents' driveway. 2 minutes late. My mom stood on the porch, suitcase in tow. Her lips pursed in that familiar way. I forced a smile, stepping out to grab her luggage, but then I saw her. My sister Lauren dragging her own suitcase behind her, her expression smug. "What's going on?" I asked, my voice tight. Mom's smile was too bright, like she was selling me something. "Oh, Violet, we decided Lauren should come instead. She's been so stressed, and this trip will do her good." My chest constricted. "Instead of me? Mom, I planned this for years. I paid for everything." She waved a hand, dismissive. "We're grateful, sweetheart, but you're always so busy. You can take another trip later. Lauren needs this now." Lauren smirked, tossing her hair. "Thanks for understanding, sis." I stared at them, my pulse hammering. My dad shuffled out, avoiding my gaze as he handed me his suitcase. "This is unbelievable," I said, my voice shaking. "This was our trip, Mom. For us." "It still is," she chirped. "Just with Lauren. Don't make a fuss, Violet. Your sister needs a break." My name is Violet, and for 2 years I'd worked overtime, scrimped, and saved to craft the perfect trip for my parents. Flights, 5-star hotels, guided tours, every detail meticulous. But standing in their driveway, watching Lauren slide into my car's back seat, I saw the truth I'd ignored for years. In their eyes, Lauren always came first. I bit back the words burning my tongue, forced a stiff smile, and opened the trunk. "Let's go then," I said, my voice flat. If they wanted Lauren, fine. But they wouldn't enjoy it. The drive to the airport was suffocating. Lauren babbled about Paris shopping and TikTok itineraries, while Mom humored her with soft chuckles. I gripped the steering wheel, my knuckles white, their we no longer including me. Dad broke the silence once. "Thanks for driving, Violet. I know this feels unusual." I caught his eye in the rearview mirror. "Unusual? That's one way to put it." Lauren leaned forward, her voice grating. "You're not mad, right? I mean, this is big of you. I could never afford this." I forced another smile. "Enjoy the trip, Lauren." At the airport, I unloaded their bags in silence. Mom hugged me, her voice syrupy. "Thank you for understanding, sweetheart. This means so much to Lauren." "Sure, Mom," I said, my tone clipped. Lauren flashed a grin as she wheeled her suitcase toward the terminal. "Thanks, Violet. You're the best." I stood there, anger and hurt coiling in my chest, as they disappeared into the crowd. The drive home blurred past. Their words echoed. "Lauren needs this, you're always working, don't make a big deal." I parked in my driveway, gripping the steering wheel until my hands ached. Then, with a clarity I hadn't felt in years, I marched inside, opened my laptop, and logged into every travel account. Hotel reservations. Cancelled. Tours. Refunded. Airline upgrades. As confirmation emails flooded my inbox, the tightness in my chest loosened. They could explain themselves to the Paris hotel staff. I was done being their doormat. My phone buzzed relentlessly as their flight landed. Missed calls, texts, voicemails. Mom's name flashing like a warning. "Violet, the hotel says the reservation is gone. Fix this now." Lauren's voicemail was next, her voice dripping with entitlement. "This is so petty, Violet. We're stuck because of you. Call the hotel." I deleted it without listening to the rest. For years I'd been the fixer, the one who smoothed their mistakes, picked up their slack. Not anymore. When I finally answered Mom's call, her voice was a tidal wave of fury. "Violet, what did you do? The hotel's cancelled, the tours are gone, everything." "I cancelled them," I said calmly. "Why would you do that?" she hissed. "Maybe because you took Lauren on my trip," I shot back. "You're lucky I drove, you might have missed the flight too." "We thought you'd understand," she snapped. "Understand what? That my years of saving meant nothing because Lauren needed a break?" "I'm done, Mom." I hung up, turned off my phone, and let the silence wash over me. For the first time in years I could breathe. The next day the texts kept coming. "Mom, you've gone too far. Lauren's in tears. Lauren, you're acting like a child. Fix this. Dad. This isn't right, Violet. Jobless. I ignored them, spending the day cleaning, working, reclaiming my space. By evening, curiosity won. I opened my phone to a storm of messages, each more desperate than the last. Mom's final voicemail was quieter, defeated. We're back at the airport. The trip's ruined. Hope you're happy. Call when you're ready to talk. I deleted it. This wasn't a one-time betrayal. It was years of being sidelined, my efforts dismissed while Lauren's whims took center stage. I was done smiling through it. My friend Grace stopped by that evening, 2 coffees in hand, her eyes glinting with curiosity. Your mom called me, she said, smirking. Tried to guilt-trip me into guilting you. I laughed. And I told her you'd call when you were ready. She leaned forward, serious. You did the right thing, Violet. They've taken you for granted too long. Her words lingered. I'd spent my life bending for people who never noticed. It was time to stop. Days later, Dad called. His voice was heavy, cautious. Your mom thinks you'll listen to me. This has gotten out of hand. You're better than this. Better than what? Snap. Standing up for myself. Refusing to let you walk all over me. That's not what I meant, he said quickly. You've always been the reasonable one, the one who holds us together. Then maybe it's time you figured out how to hold things together without me, I said. I'm done being your afterthought. Silence stretched between us. I don't know what to say, he admitted. You don't need to say anything, I replied. Just understand I'm done coming last. I hung up, my hands trembling but my resolve firm. When they returned, I was waiting in their driveway, sipping coffee on their porch swing. They stepped out of the taxi, faces etched with exhaustion and irritation. Lauren spoke first, her voice sharp. I hope you're happy, Violet. Our trip was a disaster. Mom chimed in, waving a hand. Dingy hotels, terrible food, no tours, because of you. I set my mug down, unfazed. Sounds rough. But you wanted Lauren, right? I'm sure you bonded. That's not the point. Mom snapped. You knew we couldn't afford what you'd planned. You set us up to fail. No, I said, standing. I planned a trip for us. You cut me out. Why should I pay for a vacation I wasn't invited to? You didn't have to cancel everything, Dad said, his tone accusatory. That was extreme. Extreme. I folded my arms. You replaced me with Lauren like I didn't matter. If she needed it so badly, you should have planned it yourselves. Lauren rolled her eyes. It's just money, Violet. Just money. I laughed, my patience gone. Do you know how much I sacrificed for that trip? Or do you think everything just falls into your lap because I make it happen? They stood silent, stunned. I'm done being the responsible one you take for granted, I continued. You didn't want me on the trip. Fine. But you don't get my work without me. I grabbed my bag and walked to my car, their calls fading behind me. For the first time I didn't look back. The next day Grace called. How'd it go? Like you'd expect, I said, grinning. They're furious, Lauren's pouting, and Mom's scheming to guilt me back. Let her try, Grace snorted. You've got a backbone now. What's next? Pause. 4 years, my energy went to pleasing them, earning approval that never came. Now the future was mine. I don't know yet, I admitted. But it's my choice. Weeks later, I booked a solo trip to Italy. Not their itinerary, mine. No proving a point, just celebrating me. In Rome, I wandered cobblestone streets, savored gelato on the Spanish steps, and journaled dreams that were mine alone. Learn Italian, start a photography business, travel to new horizons. Each moment felt like reclaiming a piece of myself. In Florence, over dinner by the Arno River, I watched the sunset and realized I didn't need their approval. I was enough. Back home, Mom tried again, her tone softer. We've been thinking. Maybe we handled things poorly. Poorly, said. You replaced me on a trip I paid for. That's not poorly. I know, she said quietly. We didn't realize how much it hurt you. Even Lauren's upset. Lauren's upset because her free vacation fell apart, I replied. This isn't just about the trip, Mom. It's years of putting her first and expecting me to take it. We're going to try harder, she said. We don't want to lose you. I hope so, I said. But it'll take more than words. I'm not your fixer anymore. Over the next months, I set firm boundaries, answering their calls on my terms. I signed up for a photography class, joined a hiking group, and planned my next trip. Each step was a reclamation of the life I'd put on hold. One evening, watching the sunset from my porch, I realized how far I'd come. I wasn't the doormat anymore. I was Violet, free, fierce, and finally putting myself first.